Any last movements or stretches you want to go for before extending the legs out, bringing the hands down beside you, settling into your final relaxation. As you lie down, you can close your eyes. We'll just take a few moments here to let the body be in stillness. Allow any of those residual energies that maybe arose during the practice to become apparent again for a moment and then release. As we breathe, we actually facilitate this natural energy or flow of energy that releases things. Your exhale being the main part of the breath where the body releases waste products, metabolic products like carbon dioxide, other wastes actually naturally move out of the cells through the process of respiration or expiration as you exhale. Feel each space of your body. Just notice the head, face and jaw, skull, the neck. Notice the tops of your shoulders, your shoulder blades, collarbones. Notice the upper ribs, the chest, the upper back. Notice your arms from the shoulders down to the elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, fingers. Feel the lower part of your torso, your waist, lower back, belly. Sense your pelvis, again noticing that bowl shape tipped on its side here as you're lying down. Noticing inside the bowl, noticing outside. Noticing your hip joints, your thighs, knee joints, sensing your lower legs, your ankles, your feet, and finally the toes. Again, just observing the ability to be aware of, to perceive all of the spaces of your body to whatever extent you can. And now just imagine the whole body connected, present in your mind. Begin to observe the breath as it flows through the spaces of the body. The inhale flowing through the nasal passageway down the throat into the lungs, filling, expanding. The exhale, the breath leaving in the reverse. And our breath creates a flow of energy even that expands beyond the lungs. So as you inhale, you might even perceive as though the breath spreads into the upper joints of the shoulders, into the upper limbs, maybe all the way out to the fingertips. And then exhaling, you can notice the release of tension through those spaces as you're clearing out that energy from all of the cells, all of the tissues. Feel the breath deepening. Notice the flow of energy, the flow of movement down into the abdomen. Feel the space, the softness, the energy flowing down through your lower joints, the hip joints, the lower limbs, all the way to the feet maybe. However far your attention flows with each inhale, just notice the connections. And on the exhale, notice the release, the surrender. Especially in this world, you are the only person who's going to create this space, this opportunity to allow this energy to release. The demands of life are such that we never have time to fully process our experiences. And so we hold on to a lot of extra baggage, a lot of extra stuff. As you give yourself these last few moments in your practice, the time, the space, when the body and the mind have nothing to process other than what's here. We can see what's been kind of shoved under the rug or hidden away in the deeper corners of our body and our mind. And you don't have to go looking for anything. Just be open, be present. Continue to breathe, knowing that you're supported by your center, by the earth beneath you, by the energy that you bring in with each breath. And that abundance allows for you to let go of whatever things are no longer suiting you in mind, in body, in spirit. You may even tap into the moment of pause that exists at the bottom of each exhale before the next inhale. At that moment of perfect balance between the breaths allows us to see deeper into ourself, into our awareness, our conscious self. In that space we find peace. As we let go of more and more, we'll acknowledge that this peace is actually who we truly are. We're peaceful beings, beings of light, not beings of dark, heavy stuff, right, that we often associate ourselves with. And at the top of each inhale, you might also notice that pause of balance in a moment of lightness and fullness of abundance. Conscious of all of the connections, the interconnectedness within yourself as well as between you and what surrounds you, which is also present in every moment, though we rarely get the opportunity to see it. As you've given yourself some time to just clear out all of the other stuff that we tend to attach to and associate with, begin to just become aware of the body again. As the breath deepens, noticing the space of your body, feeling the lightness, feeling the abundance of energy and peace and bliss that you have found yourself to be. However, that has expressed itself to you through this experience. Begin to bring action back into the body, moving gently through your fingers, your toes, and rotate your head side to side slowly, waking up the neck. And then just stretching through the arms in any direction that feels good, reaching through the legs, maybe rolling out your wrists, your ankles, bringing the legs towards your upper body, rolling onto one side, and taking your time to come back up to a comfortable seat where we'll finish our practice today. Once you're seated, and there's no rush in getting there, you'll just find equal weight on the sitting bones, right and left sides of the pelvis, grounding down into your mat in a balanced way. As we set up our alignment and our posture again, we'll just imagine the bottom of the bowl rooted, connected to the earth, to the mat beneath you. And then the opposing energy, like the two poles of a magnet, the top of the head crown, just reaching up and imagining the line connecting those 2 points as the line that defines our relationship in this physical plane to the earth. Right? The full potential, the expression of our human being in the upright position allows us to experience this more fully. So be present to that experience. If you'd like to bring the palms together in front of the chest, just again acknowledging the balance, balance, right side, left side, everything connected to center, our outside, our inside, in a state of balance. And you found this balance through your attention, your awareness in practice, and by honoring yourself, giving yourself the time, the space to really know who you really are, to know who you truly are. And with gratitude for whatever's shown up today, whatever you chose to keep with you, and the things that you have released as an offering through your practice to give you more space to change and evolve and become more closely connected to that peaceful being that you are. With gratitude for all of this, take a moment to breathe in. And as you exhale and release that breath, you can bow your chin. Namaste. Okay, if you have any questions about the practice, you can reach out to me directly. I'm happy to answer them, talk about anything that may have come up. And please feel free to share the practice with whomever. Practice as many times as you'd like to, and pause and go back, rewind, focus on things that are challenging for you on one day. You might go back to them another day, and it's a completely different experience. So this practice, again, just about being present, about giving yourself time to connect to yourself, and something positive always comes out of that. So hope you enjoy your week, and yeah, take care. Namaste. Hi everybody, this is Brian from Elemental Movement and Body by Brian. I'm just bringing you another yoga video for you to practice. The sequence, again, is intended for all levels of practice. The physical posture is fairly simple, straightforward. My method of practice is much more about connecting through the experience of the poses, so I'm going to give you time and space for that. I give a lot of verbal instruction and cueing. Please follow along. It's intentional. It's meant to help you find the proper flow of energy through the different postures. If you do want to tune me out too at any moment, or if something else comes up to you, that's great. So if you have questions about the practice, you can reach out to me directly. Comments on the video space below, the comment space below from whichever video format this is showing up on, or you can reach out to me directly. bodybybrian.com is my website. At the bottom of the first page, you'll find a way to send me a direct message to my email. So please reach out if you have any questions. If you're interested in private yoga sessions, I offer that. I travel, so if maybe I'm visiting your city or your area soon, then I'd be happy to connect with you. If not, I'm always down to travel to a new space and would be happy to work that out as well. I'm also happy to connect via the interweb, so our technology that allows us to now connect remotely. So please reach out to me if you have any questions or need guidance on any of the stuff that we work on. Disclaimers for the practice are at the bottom as well, so make sure if you have any health conditions, you've definitely checked with your doctor, making sure that you're okay to practice yoga. If you have any more major issues, injuries you're recovering from, I would recommend that you seek out a yoga teacher to practice with in person, unless you're really comfortable with your practice and you know your body very well and you know what's going on with you and your specific circumstances. Those are some great things to keep in mind. You can connect with me on a number of formats. All of those formats, again, are on my website, so check that out. And I hope you enjoy the video and enjoy all of the things that yoga can bring you in mind, body, and spirit.